Welcome back to another reaction for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 4 Episode 9.
Oh. 滞在中、不便な点がございましたら遠慮なく申し付けてください。ありがとうございます。
What is going on? Are they working together, or because she's like a dark elf and this one is a normal elf, maybe the dark elf was able to see through the elf? I mean, is it a disguise? I believe the demon lord got reincarnated as the elf woman, right? Don't remember. Nonetheless, say something is going on between those two.
ここって魔王クレイマンの居城だったところですよね。
ああ。リムル様、城の中に遺跡があるんですか？
まさか。城を抜けた先に入り口があるんだよ。クレイマンの城は古代遺跡アムリタの上に建てられていたってわけだ。
おお、
Okay.
絶景っすね。
楽しみだな、リムル。危ないからちゃんと前見て歩け。たく。こちらが古代遺跡、地底都市アムリタへの入り口となります。いよいよですね。ええ。
I mean, I really like the animation of the magic circle here. It's very detailed. Someone had a lot of fun here. Now the idea was to power up the defense system. How does our demon lord know where the defense system is and how to power it up? Were they already here once?
Oh, すっげー!
Not what I expected. First off, I do not remember which demon lord our elf woman is. Second, this is like a city inside the rock. My first instinct was it looks like a resort. Water in the middle, we have some colorful like sun protection thingies, and it looks a little bit, we have like little huts. It looks like a resort. Also, it looks like these are all people.
ここが古代遺跡アムリタか。アムリタには元となった都市がある。
Oh, the city that our dragon girl destroyed? No, can't be. Right, they did say that. I totally forgot.
はるか昔に存在したその国はエルフの楽園として栄華を極めていた。
No, I feel like this could be the city our dragon girl destroyed.
しかし、一部の者が起こした愚かな行いによって竜皇女の怒りを買い、楽園は一夜にして廃墟と化した。そして国を滅ぼした罪によって呪われダークエルフとなった者たちは竜皇女の目から逃れるように新天地を目指した。そこにはかつての私もいた。逃げるように落ち延びた地で私たちは都を起こした。エルフの技術が失われぬようその全てを形にして残すために。
Okay. So they angered Milim. Milim was like, fuck you, destroyed them. They got cursed. somehow. I don't know how. Milim, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. And they transformed from elves into dark elves. Okay, so it is very likely that the dark elves and our reincarnated demon lord work together. I don't remember, but wasn't the nation the tree nation that made like an alliance or whatever with Rimuru? Sorry. Were they not elves? I do not remember. Were they elves? I'm pretty sure they were. Nonetheless, they got cursed, they came here, they wanted to make a new nation, they made a replica of their home in here. Now this is inside. This lost technology, right? That was the whole point. The whole ruin. It has like a defense system that is advanced. There's like a generator that is able to power the whole city. So this should be before the big reset happens. I'm pretty sure it got mentioned with the angels and they come down, destroy the technology or the technologically advanced nations. The question is, again, this whole ruin, is that one of those advanced technology things? So meaning that Milim's attack was before the angels came down and erased all the advanced nations, or was it not? I'm not sure. This may not be advanced enough.
こうして生まれたのが傀儡国ジスターブの首都アムリタであり、古代遺跡アムリタの真の姿なのだ。
So there are people here. Oh, the dark elves live here. Okay. Oh, it's not even a ruin. Didn't we want to explore a ruin? Wasn't that the point? Investigating the ruin. It's not a ruin.
街みたいっすね。
What the fuck?
今でも住んでいる人がいるなんてな。
想像もしてなかったです。遺跡の内部は3層になっており、上層部であるここは我々の居住区として利用させてもらっているのです。
地下遺跡のはずですが、この光は
魔法によるものです。太陽の運行と連動しているのですわ。
なんと古の魔法がそのまま効果を発揮しているのか。
これだけでも大発見ですね。
ミリム、
Okay.
遺跡調査が終わればここはお前の領地になるが、よければここの人たちはこのまま住まわせてやってくれないか。
わかったのだ。ありがとうございます、魔王ミリム様。
気にするな。お前たちも私の民なのだから、ちゃんと役目を果たしてくれればそれでいいのだ。
I mean, it puts into question what did they do to Milim for her to go and destroy their city. It doesn't need to be much. We know Milim and Vidora were a little bit different before. Vidora destroyed like Lumina's country, city, whatever. So over like nothing. It doesn't mean that there has to be a lot going on, but the question is, what exactly did they do? Did they just poke fun of her? Because I don't know if she would just destroy the city just for some little things. Maybe there's something bigger happening, or they did something more egregious. Question is
こちら
also,
が
are we going
重
to
層
find
界
out?
へ通じる扉です。
中層以降の調査は進んでいるのかしら。
いえ、最下層には墳墓があるとお聞きしたことはございますが、中層に続くこちらの扉を開けられるのはクレイマン様だけでしたから。
え、開けられないならどうやって中を探索するっす？
甘いぞご豚よ。シオン、
お任せください。
Right. Now, again, is this Clayman? No, right? Slime, Reincarnated, Demon Lord, Elf, Woman. Kazarim. Kazarim. Right. No idea who Kazarim is. I don't want to check more. So let's
私が
keep
一
it
刀
as
の
that.
もと切り捨ててみせましょう。
ダメに決まってるだろう。
なるほど。古代魔法による仕掛けですね。無理にこじ開けようとすれば都市の防衛機構が目覚める仕組みのようですわ。
対侵入者用の罠ってことか。
Also, if there's a defensive system, wouldn't that also not also be on the first floor on the upper levels? So if you activate that, wouldn't you essentially kill a lot of the Dark Elves?
切りつけなくてよかったっすね。
そもそも大昔のからくりなのだろう。
そうだ、未だに罠が生きているとは考えにくいではないか。
Also, we have Raphael. Raphael can just... He's like a sheet. She, he, it, whatever. Raphael is a sheet. Can do everything.
生きてると思いますよ。あの光の魔法が1000年経っても機能しているんですから。
では扉の解析を始めましょうか。
見たことのない術式だな。
そこを組み合わせれば。
そうだな、やってみよ
なあ、クレイマンは中層階へ降りれたんだよな。奴も遺跡の関係者だったりするのか？あやつが台頭したのは最近だったし、昔の遺跡と関係があったようには思えないのだ。
おそらく。
Right, wasn't Clayman under Kazarim? Wasn't Kazarim like his master? I believe it was. Would make a lot more sense then.
この魔法術式を解いたのでしょう。クレーマンはそういったことが得意な魔王だったと記憶しておりますわ。
そういえば、奴はどんな能力を持っていたんだっけ？
はい、操るものというユニークスキルです。地脈を読み、その流れを操作することが可能でした。
Oh. Interesting. So that is how he was able to manipulate people.
ということは、奴を捕食した俺にも？
もちろん可能です。
You could also just ask, hey, Raphael, can you decipher this, magic circle? And Raphael's going to be like, easy. Already done.
これは長期戦になりますね。
何の腰を据えて解析に当たろう。
ちょっと俺にも見せてもらってもいいかな？
ん？魔王様？
なるほどね。魔法術式が重なってより複雑に見えてるんだ。
Yeah, sure. Definitely not Raphael that told you that, right?
この扉の魔法術式は大別して3つ。扉の封鎖を目的としたものと、地脈から流れ込むエネルギーを壁全体へ巡らせているもの。そして空前開けさせないための罠。
Okay.
この罠が厄介だな。起動させたら地脈のエネルギーが途絶え、この階層を照らす光も消える。暗闇の中、侵入者の排除に全エネルギーが回されるわけだ。で、これが一番新しい魔法術式だな。あれ？なんか余計なのが混じってるぞ。
Was that the trap that Kazarim wanted to have Also, yes, from what he said, it would have killed a lot of the Dark Elves. At least would have tried to remove the Dark Elves. Because they are also essentially intruders. Are they? I don't know. Did the Dark Elves make the doors here, or were the doors already in here and the Dark Elves came? See? Everything Raphael, which is, again, a huge red flag. I feel like at some point Raphael is going to be in opposition to us. Because essentially they do everything.
ここを消して正しい魔法術式にしてやれば解けた。あとはこれを繰り返してしまった調査隊の仕事だったのに面白くてつい。さすがですリムル様。リムル様ってそういうとこあるっすよね。くそ小豚に言われるとは。
すごいですね。
ああ、あんなに複雑な術式を。
ごめん、つい出しゃばるつもりはなかったんだけど。
何をおっしゃってるんですか。
こんな素敵なロマンを前に出しゃばらなくてどうするんです。さあ、一体どのように解析したのか。
That is a big problem. It's not that you solved it. The problem is they want to know how you did it.
教えてください、魔王様。ここの模様が邪魔していたのね。
なるほど、そういうことか。
さすが本職。プライドより知識欲や探求心の方が上らしい。軽く教えただけであっという間にコツをつかんでしまった。
Again, someone had a lot of fun animating that. They were like, oh yes, it's like a magic circle that is like a lock. Oh, I have an idea.
と言いたいところだけど、日も暮れてきたみたいだし、本格的な探索は明日からにしよう。
I wonder what Kazarim's idea now is. Was the idea to really activate the trap here, or is the idea activate the trap on the next door? I feel like Kazarim does not want to hurt the Dark Elves.
本当に地上と連動してるんだな。
Because they did say that they were like part of the Dark Elves, maybe even leading them at some point.
どうだミリム、調査員たちに不穏な動きはあったか。いや、何もなかったのだ。かがりさんはどうだ。何か連絡を取っているとか。ないな。思念伝達や魔法通話なら私には筒抜けなのだ。となると調査員は全員白かな。
告、断言はできません。魂の回廊がつながっていれば秘匿回線の構築が可能です。
まだ安心とは言えないか。
The question is that similar to modern day communication where sure, stuff is encrypted, but you still know that there is communication going? Is that how it works, or is the fact that information is transferred from A to B is also hidden? It seems like it's also hidden, or can be hidden. I mean, it doesn't mean that they need to be... I feel like they already had, like, everything planned out. There's no reason to establish communication if you know what you need to do.
とりあえず今日は寝るか。明日が楽しみすぎて寝れそうにないのだ。遠足かよ。
I mean, it is. It literally is. Good God.
成功ですわね。
お見事です。
Also interesting they use CG for the door opening. I mean, it makes sense.
一気に圧迫感が増したっすね。
なんだかテンペストのダンジョンみたいだな。 魔力感知で調べてるが、まるで迷路だ。もしかしたら中層階そのものが侵入者対策なのかもしれない。
Okay. Again. Did the Dark Elves make all of this or not? The question is, whatever's down here at the bottom, is that something totally new? Or something the Dark Elves brought with them?
すごい。この壁画、当時の生活を描いてるみたいです。
状態がいいな。これだけで美術品としての価値があるぞ。
感慨深いな。おとぎ話でしか語られないような古代文明の一端にこうして触れることができるなんて。そう言われてみると、なんとなく昔のことを思い出すのだ。
I mean, there's a dragon. There's literally a dragon. And they were like, oh, attack the dragon. Which I feel like is maybe the reason Milim attacked. I mean, I would be pissed if someone attacked me. I still don't know. Because they are talking ancient civilization, but does it mean civilization that is old or civilization that was before one of these periodic invasions happened?
そうか。ミリムは友達のコリュウが殺されたのをきっかけに魔王に覚醒した。
Oh. Maybe this is what happened. Maybe I don't remember if we've heard who killed the dragon baby but we know she flipped out. She went on a rampage. Maybe that is what the elves did. I mean, then before it was like, is there a reason for Milim to really attack? But if you killed, someone close to her, then what do you expect? I guess you didn't expect her to awaken as a demon lord and just whoop your ass, but
俺たちからすればおとぎ話になるほど大昔だが、ミリムにとっては思い出なんだよな。ミリム、腹減っただろう。お昼にしようか。食べるのだ。
It is also crazy she's like 400 years old.
さて、飯飯。
でも火はどうしましょう。お昼だったら。
Man. What is that? Egg, ham, tomato, lettuce. That does sound delicious.
ダークエルフの長老に頼んでお弁当を用意してもらいました。ちょっと待って、このスープ熱々なんだけど。
これ干し肉じゃないぞ。
美味しいのだ。でもどこからこんなに？
Yeah, don't worry about that. Dimensional storage. I have an artifact that can do that. Definitely not inside my body. Definitely not inside my body.
これは気にしないでほしいな。胃袋に収納してたんだけど、変に誤解されたら食欲なくなっちゃうだろうしな。
What is that? This does not look good.
まさか遺跡の中でこんなに美味しい食事をいただけるとは。
本当はね、この場所で火を使ってほしくなかったんだ。
まあ、なぜですの？
安全面を考えたのもあるけど、先人の遺産がすすで汚れるのは嫌だなって。俺はなるべくなら保全したいと思うんだ。
なるほど。
Also nice. I mean, this clearly is what the elves brought. And Catherine was part of the elves at some point. I do not remember anything about Catherine. I believe we never really got told much. But we know was part of the Dark Elves. Probably also part of the Elves and Dark Elves. Came here with all of them. And they did this. So maybe this is like a couple brownie points.
見習いたい考えだと思います。
その後俺たちは中層階の本格的な探索に乗り出した。調査隊員の皆さんは本当に好奇心旺盛だ。中層階の迷路構造とうちのダンジョンで流行っている攻略法のことを話したらすぐに取り入れてくれた。おかげでマッピングも順調に進み、中層階の攻略も楽に終えてしまった。そして探索3日目。
Definitely not an adventure. Even though we do a lot of adventuring here, and it's a fun little adventure we have, it is not an adventure.
俺たちは最下層へ続く扉に行き着いた。仕組みは上層。
Oh. I wonder if Kazarim knows what is down here. And I wonder if Kazarim is responsible for all of these ancient magic circles.
仕組みは上層にあったものと一緒ですが、魔法術式が異なりますね。
ここに来て罠を踏みたくないわ。じっくりと調べましょう。
皆様、一服されてはいかがでしょう。
ありがとうございます。
いよいよ最下層だな。
いや、あの術式の構造からすると
念のため警戒していたが怪しい気配はない。仕掛けてくるならそろそろだと思うんだけど、ミリムもいるから今回は見送るつもりか。
Okay, what are we doing? I guess this has to do with whatever is going to keep Milim occupied. Because the idea was like Yuki fights Rimuru, and they have something for Milim to play with. They didn't really say that whatever they have in store is going to defeat Milim or it's going to be a strong contender. It's just Milim is going to be occupied with whatever they have to offer. Maybe because Milim is too strong?
本当にやるのかい？
手段を選んでいる時間はないの。
Why are you here?
魔王リムルの力を抑え込む手はずも整っているわ。はるか昔に封印されたというのに、今もなお憎しみで溢れているのね。
Okay.
だったら
Now the problem is we are inside the ruin, and whatever they do outside doesn't really matter to us unless they destroy the ruin.
なんすか？地震でしょうか？
いや、これはさあ、欲望のままに暴れなさい。
Wasn't it hatred? A dragon that got sealed away. I mean, the only other dragon we know about, I mean, Vedora, naturally. The baby dragon? But that one got killed. This one got sealed? Did maybe the baby dragon get sealed? But this is supposed to be something for Milim, so it has to be related to Milim.
何だったのでしょう。
Maybe Milim likes dragons. I mean, she doesn't really gel too well. I mean, she's fine with Vedora, but dragons in general are not really. So this has to be maybe the baby dragon, maybe another dragon she knows.
嫌な予感がするっす。
巨大なエネルギー反応が地上に吹き荒れたみたいだが。
アムリタへの侵入者を確認、排除せよ。アムリタへの侵入者を確認、排除せよ。
防衛機構が勝手に。
国敵意の反応を感知しました。遺跡内への侵入者です。
やはりタイミングを狙っていたのか。ミリム、何か感じ。ミリム？リムルよ、すまぬ。休養ができたのだ。ミリム！一体何が？
I'm guessing this is super speed, not teleportation. How did they activate the defense system? Catherine did not seem to be in the know necessarily.
Ah, ちょっと待て、あれは。
国かつて魔王ミリムが封じた。
It's the ancient dragons that Demon Lord Milim sealed long
古の竜、
ago. Okay.
カオスドラゴンです。
リムル様。
Interesting name. How strong is the Chaos Dragon? I mean, Milim sealed it away, so Milim was unable to kill it? What about Vedora?
ゴーレムです。おいらたちに任せるっす。ランガさん。
おう。
It's so sad that the pistol was pretty much useless. I mean, it got maybe rid of two. Meanwhile, Shion slashes once and destroys a bunch of them.
このままじゃ拉致が開かないな。
To be honest, I assumed there would be like laser cannons. I don't know why, magic and stuff. Not necessarily golems.
みんな早く中へ。こんな一瞬で。お前たちも一旦下がれ。
了解っす。
Oh, intruder. Defense system is activated. Let's go deeper inside. I don't know if that is the right call. I mean, maybe if they get to the power source, they could deactivate it.
ここが最下層。
リムル様。あいつら追いかけてきてるっす。
みんな奥へ。まさかカオスドラゴンを呼び出してくるとは。
カオスドラゴン？この時代にあの暴君が。
ああ、ミリムはそいつを止めに行ったみたいだ。ミリムの怒りを買うリスクを負ってまで俺を孤立させるつもりか。あいつらもなりふり構っていられないということか。
Again, Catherine does not seem to be privy to all of these ideas. The Chaos Dragons, the defense system, even though she wanted to activate it, or this was just a plan and the only thing she's doing is leading Rimuru and Yuki. Was it Yuki? Activated the defense system.
悪いね、巻き込んじゃって。
リムル様には敵が多いのですね。
俺としては不本意なんだけどね。ファルムス王国、魔王クレイマン、聖人ヒナタ。仕掛けてきたのはいつも向こうからだ。俺は相手をしただけだよ。
武力に頼らぬ解決は
可能だった。どちらかが折れるのならね。でも 相手には相手の正義があるのだろうし、俺だって引くことはできない。テンペストの仲間も道連れだからね。
How about we close the door?
全部倒したみたいっすね。
それでもより良い関係を模索すれば敵対せずとも。
無理ね。無理なのよ。人の欲望は果てしなく、相手が折れればより要求が大きくなる。
I have no idea what she's doing here. In all of these instances, she did not seem to be good at any sort of fighting. So maybe she's here so she can use her greed ability to try and convert some of Rimaru's allies. Other than that, she's baggage down here.
それが人間なのよ。気が合うね。俺は魔王リムルだ。はじめましてなのよ、魔王リムル。私はマリアベル・ロッツォ。あなたの敵なの。敵か。一つ確認したいことがあるんだが、いいか？何かしら。俺の傘下に入れ。そうすれば無用な争いは回避できる。それは私のセリフなの。あなたが私の傘下に入るのよ。俺とお前の政策は相入れない。お前のやり方では一部の者の富を守るために多くの罪なき民が苦しむことになる。弱者が搾取されるのは自然の摂理。魔物だって弱肉強食でしょ。そうだな。だが俺はそういうのは嫌いなんだ。そりゃ何をやったってダメなやつもいるだろうけど、人の価値ってのはそう簡単に切り捨てていいもんじゃない。人には無限の可能性がある。
I totally forgot that Maria Bell was nobility in her last life. It was like the upper echelon, something like nobility. It looked like throughout the 20th century. So from where nobility was still somewhat prevalent to nobility more or less being useless and politician and stuff taking its place. So on one hand, I would be like, her viewpoint doesn't really sound like a modern person. On the other hand, it does sound like someone who is at the top of humanity in the last like 100 years and has seen like the two world wars or the other conflicts made just because of personal gain or financial gain. In that regard, her viewpoint makes somewhat sense.
でもお前のやり方ではたった一度のチャンスも与えられない。そんなのもったいないじゃないか。少子ね、少子なのよ。人は生まれながらにして格差があるの。それは至極当然なのよ。誰もが平等であるべきだなんて子供のきれい事か持たざる者の願望だわ。まさか魔王がこんな無双家だなんて。現実を教えてあげるのよ。
Who are the other two? I mean, Yuki makes sense.
ユウキ様、嘘、なんで？
Either Kazarim is playing is like an actor and is playing perfectly, or I doesn't really know what really happened. Also, the little tablet has a bunch of stuff written. I'm assuming from the elves. I'm also assuming Kazarim is going to read that. And it's like, oh, probably, if I had to guess, a warning. Don't fuck around with Milim.
ユウキ様、私たちを裏切ったのですか？
仕方ない。どちらが正しいか決着をつけよう。
It may also be that she doesn't know that Yuki is under control of Maria Bell, which I don't believe. I don't believe he's under full control. He's like maybe half, similar to Milim. He's just playing along, and maybe he's like, to fool my enemy, I have to fool my friends, kind of deal.
ラファエル。
両全力戦闘態勢へと移行します。
人類すべてが理解し合える日など訪れないかもしれない。だがそれこそが人の多様性の証明でもある。進化の過程で矛盾する存在、その正しさは勝利した者こそが主張できるのだろう。
Okay, so we have our big fight. Again, I'm assuming, because of the ending, I'm assuming Maribel is going to die. I also assume, I don't know the other two, but Yuki most likely is faking it. Just because it's beneficial. A lot of the stuff he did, he could just blame Maribel for. The problem for the enemy is just that Rimuru is essentially a Pokemon master. Even if you defeat Ranga, Gobta, and Chiron, and even if you bring Rimuru to his absolute limit, he can just be like, okay, I guess I can't win this. Fedora, Diablo, Shuna, he can just summon a bunch of people. I mean, he can summon Fedora, definitely. I feel like Diablo would also be able to come if he just used enough magic power to contact him. It's like, hey, Diablo, come here. And he's like instantly there. The other ones, he probably would need like teleportation. But we know that Fedora can use his shadow. I don't know if he has to be in his shadow before, or if we can transport similar to Ranga. Nonetheless, I mean, maybe there's a big fight between Yuki and Rimuru. The problem is that Rimuru has a lot of unique skills, and if Yuki is unable to defend against greed, the idea is that then he has no ultimate skill or unique skill. Unique skill, right? Ultimate skill? Is that even a thing? I don't know. Unique skill though. Like greed is a unique skill. So if he doesn't have any unique skill, how is he supposed to fight against Rimuru? Nonetheless, the next episode, we have a big fight. We have 3 enemies, essentially 4. I don't believe Maribel is going to be a strong fighter, so Gobda and Ranga fight 1. Shion fights the 2nd. And then we have the big fight, Rimuru against Yuki. And then we will see.